Campers, and this time we are live in my workshop. Now, I do apologise, I'm 1 minute late. I've literally just driven from home, just tried to set up the live, and I missed the 8 p.m. by 1 minute. So I do apologise on that. But check it out. We're in my workshop and I'm working on the bug. Now, you may think it's absolutely insane that I'm here on a Sunday night working on the car and going live with you guys. Well, that's what it is right now. I have to finish this car by tomorrow morning because we've got vans coming in, and it's a rule in this workshop that you need to, if you are working at it, or if you were working on your own stuff at the weekend, make sure it's all good by Monday morning or by the next working day if you're working during the week. And I need to maintain my rule. So I need to make sure this thing is sorted, and I also need to sort it because I need to start using it. And so we're going to start going through this beetle with you later. I'm here till 9 p.m. or just after 9 p.m. because I started just a little bit later. So for that, I do apologize. But first of all, we have Casper, the friendly cooking apple. He's in. He did just leave a comment, but he's just retracted it. And I did spot it before he retracted it, but I won't say it just in case you didn't want me to say that out. But welcome. For those of you who have not been here before, my name is Leigh, and I host the Combe Valley Campers channel. And on a Sunday evening, we do a Q&A, and we answer any questions you may have regarding camper vans, camping, crappy old beetles, such as this one. So yeah, we're here to just chat and answer your questions. We've got 16 of you in right now, so it'll be wonderful for you. If you've never watched this before, leave some comments down below and we'll start the chat rolling. We have a good number of regulars in, which is always good fun. And now Casper, the friendly cooking apple, he has said a red wine straight away, because one of the things we always ask is what you're drinking. Now, I haven't actually got a drink on me just yet, so I might go and grab one in a minute, because literally I've just run straight in. Set up the live because time is of the essence. Now, we have a random comment, not me, baby. It says, would you take back shots to be famous? Back shots? I don't know. That's not my scene. I work on cars. And campers and all that sort of stuff. Dubs is in. He says, evening with a thumbs up. He says, just brewing the tea. Do you know what? I might go and just brew a tea, or I think I might have a sneaky beer somewhere in the workshop. In fact, give us a second. In the meantime, take a look over that butte, will you? 2 wheels, 1 idiot's in. He says, evening, bud. Right, if you're watching, I know there's 20 of you in. I'll be back in 30 seconds because I think I know where there's a beer. I'm coming back. Go on. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, everybody. We're back. So what we normally say is, if you are new to the chat, or if you want to start making comments and everything else, normally what I ask is, what are you drinking tonight? I literally have just cracked open a tinny of bud. So cheers, everybody. Now we have 2 wheels, 1 idiot. He says, evening, bud. Goggy, motivate is in. He says, hey, oh, my dudes. Casper, the friendly cooking apple, says, what's the green called? This is Bruce. Now tell me why it's called Bruce. The ramblings of John. Evening, boss. Good evening. Tina Tenfeld with lots of emojis of cats. Good evening. Motivate says sparkling water on a spliff. Nice. Ramblings of John says drinking a peppermint tea. Tina Tenfeld is back in with a bunch of animal emojis. Thank you very much for joining in the chat. So yes, we are on the bug. See, normally what we're doing is either me sat down on a chair just answering your questions about camper vans, camper conversions, etc., etc. For the last couple of weeks, we've been in last 3-4 weeks. I don't know. Somebody let me know down below. For the last 3 or 4 weeks, we've been in my own garage working on my bow window. And if you want to catch up with those, you can go down into the live videos that we've got on our YouTube channel and have a look at those previous videos. Because every time I do a live, they actually save on the YouTube, and you can watch them later. We've got Dub's Hulk Green paint code by any chance. Now, I don't have the paint code, but when I bought this car a few years ago, I'm going to try and find the paint now. When I bought this car a few years ago, it had a tin of the spray paint in it. And it's actually a graffiti paint. Yeah, it's a tin of graffiti paint. I know it's in that bin behind you. I'll have a very quick look so I can tell you the paint code. Yes, there it is. So this bug is actually sprayed in graffiti paint by this company called Black. So there was this tin left in the bug when I bought it a few years ago, and I thought, right, that's perfect, because if I ever need to touch it up, I can touch it up. So this is what it was. It was graffiti paint. And I thought, well, why change things? This is Black NC Formula graffiti spray paint Montana cans. Now, the first thing it does say on it, it's not suitable for cars and bikes and that sort of stuff. But I thought, well, it's been out for that long in the rain, and it's still fairly attractive paint. I thought, well, why not? And these tins are about £6 each. Anyway, the colour is Irish green. Now, unfortunately, the paint has dripped onto the code. But if you go to this company and look for Irish green, that's the colour. It's pretty mad, isn't it? I was told it was Kawasaki green, and it's pretty much. So, yeah, this is what I've been doing this weekend. I'll go back to the comments. Ramblings of John is in. He says, sorry, I missed last week. And then says, evening, Dommy. Mark Roberts is in, says, evening, Leigh. Have been working on our T25 this weekend, drinking a Peroni while Kay is cooking dinner. I nearly picked up that for a drink then. Well, I got my bud on the go. Nice to join a drink with you. Cheers. Casper the Friendly Cooking Apple says, at Dubs, I hope so. And then says, been out tagging again. Do you know what? This has got a really weird spray pattern. So it was a bit of a lesson to spray that and figure it out. But it actually dries really well. Do you want to have a look? Well, let me just talk about it first, and then we'll have a look. Free Samples is in. Says, I like men in swimsuits because you can see the wiggle, wiggle, bounce, bounce. Nice. Do you know what? I really like reading some of these weird and random comments just because it's really weird and random. Although if it continues, we just block them. We say bye, see you later. Dub says, top coating or just as is. That's it. Like literally spray that on and leave it. So I know if I ever need to touch that up or there's a flat spot or whatever, rattle, rattle, because I'm not precious about my cars really. And that is as is. So the reason why this is in, by the way, we've got taxi driver in, says good evening all. The reason why this is in and like this is because I want to make that bug my daily driver. It's good enough to be a daily driver. It is 99.9% solid. It's got some areas that will need some attention, let's say in the next 12 months or so. But it's got a good 1200cc engine. And those who have been watching lives for a long time know that I got the engine on this running in my old garage with just some sandpaper. It was literally, I'd fiddled around with some fuses, filed some points, and it started up. And you can see that video down in our previous lives that we've done. So the reasons it's in is because I wanted to make it a nice, comfortable daily driver. And I wanted to fit some new door rubbers, and I want to actually put lining carpet on the inside of this. I thought it's going to look crap if I replace the rubbers on the doors, on the sliding windows, and it's going to be difficult to put carpet all the way up to the door rubbers on the inside. So I thought, well, if I'm whipping the windows out to get a good finish, I might as well just rattle can it down with paint. And I prepped this in about 2 hours using soapy Brillo Scotch pads. Again, absolute carnage, absolute carnage. However, a pack of soapy Brillo pads is £1.56 from Tesco. Now I can't remember what they call it in America. American viewers might be able to tell me. They call it a comet wash in America because they get lots of faded paint, that sort of stuff. The equivalent in the UK is Brillo pads, soapy Brillo pads. So I just dipped the pad in a bit of water, and because the car was filthy as well, and I just wanted the top surface scuffed because I'm only putting graffiti paint on it. There's a pack of 10. You buy them in a pack of 10, and I used 8 on the body, and I used the remaining 2 on all the chrome work. So as you can see, I brought all the bumpers back up to snuff, all the headlight rings, All the rings that go around the rear light bezels, that's all just soapy Brillo pads. And I was like, why not? I've seen it online and I don't want any money in this car, really, any money at all. And I knew I only had a weekend and I knew I didn't want to do proper sanding, then just use the soapy Brillo pads. And it worked a treat. It scuffed up the whole thing, got rid of dirt, got rid of some rust marks, that sort of stuff. And then that's it. And this is also the reason why I don't have a beard anymore, because I had my mask on doing the paint, but my beard was hanging out the bottom of the mask, and I came home the next day with a green beard. So off it came. To answer taxi driver's question, is it right or left-hand drive? It is actually a right-hand drive car, but because it's mirrored, you're on my front camera, as you can see, this is backwards. It's a right-hand drive car. It's a really cool little car. So let's have a quick look around it, shall we? The Ramblings with John says, if you enjoy the Combe Valley Campers content, don't forget to hit the like button. That's very kind of you, actually. Now, if you are watching and you do want to give the video a like, what we learned last week from another viewer was if you just double tap the screen, it should bring up something, I don't know, and then you just hit the like button. So there you go. Right, so let's have a quick look-see round it, and I'll be able to tell you what else is going on. So there we go. Right, so the first thing I did was strip it all. So all the wheels are off. You can see some wheels in the background. There's another wheel down here. And I took all the glass out. Now that's all the glass down there. Ready and waiting to go back in. I've cleaned all the rubbers. I've cleaned all the glass. There's all the glass out. So there you go. And this is the car. Now it is not mint in any way, shape or form. Like if you look closely, previous owner to me had sanded it really heavy. Right, and so there's lots of gnarly marks in it. You know, this isn't a show car, it's a bit of drip that's dried. It's not a show car by any means. See, it's got quite a rough finish on it after I sprayed it, and I could go over it with some scotch again and just take the edges off, but I don't care. I just wanted this one colour, so I'm going to use it as a daily. So there we go, green paint all the way around. It's quite a cute little car actually. Just started putting some trim back on, and there's some rubber bits ready. It's got a mismatched 1200cc engine in it with some red tinware. The other side is blue. I think this is the original colour. It's got a removable rear balance. Got some half chrome, half rusty tailpipes. Bit of a dent there. It's got some rusty bits here, but they all go there. But generally, if you take a look at it, it's actually a really solid car. It's had some panels over there behind that side. You can see some panel work, but I've literally taken out everything. So I have got tonight to put this thing back together. Sorry, somebody just said speak up. I realised I had my finger over the mic. My apologies. I've literally just moved it. Hope that's better, Casper. There we go. Under the bonnet, pretty nondescript. In fact, there's some masking tape left over there, look. Oh. Again, it was just a quick, this is literally a £15 spray paint. Because it cost me something like £14 in paint with delivery and a £1.50 pack of soapy Brillo pads. And that's all it is. And it's really good from about here. Look at it, it's all one colour, it looks great. The moment you start getting in closer, that's when it starts. That's when it starts being bad. So yes, so what else are we doing with it? I gave it a paint because I wanted to carpet this inside. But I didn't want to carpet the inside until I sound deadened and insulated it. Now when I got this car, this is exactly what it looks like on the inside. It being sticker bombed. And those stickers, I don't know what they're made out of, but to just remove this section, everything was sticker bombed. Everything. Just to remove that section is like an hour's worth of work. And then it's cleared off, they leave all this crappy residue. So I thought, right, I'm just going to carpet it all over. So under here is the easy liner, sound deadening, and then it's van liner on top of that. So I've done the whole engine bulkhead, around the wheel arches and the ceiling. I've done the floor panels in Dodo Hex, and this is all just leftovers. The easy line was from Dommy's van. See, I've got some on the wheel arch insides as well. Got some on the doors, and actually, if you listen to this door, bear in mind it's got no window, no door card or anything. It's not a twang, it's more of a thud now. So I'm very, very happy with it. Very, very happy with it. What do you think? Do you like Bruce, the green beetle? Who have we got in? Goggy says, Greenbeard, Paddy's Day is around the corner. Yeah, Silver Fox builds in. Warren, good evening, sir. Says, oh, Bugs Time. This project's on YouTube. Is for how we came mates. Do you know what? I completely forgot about that. Taxi driver says, what engine, any mods? That is a bog standard 1200cc. The only real mods it's got on it is a slightly trick exhaust. It doesn't have a standard exhaust. It was just a used one I found at a swap meet. So I thought I'd give that a go. And the other one didn't fit properly. And it's got an adjustable front beam. Apart from that, it's pretty much stock everywhere. Oh, it's got a funny aftermarket steering wheel. See the tiny little steering wheel just in there, look? And this is right-hand drive, it's just flipped. So, yes, that's where we're at. We're at the bug. And I've got between now and 8:30 tomorrow morning when we open our doors, to carpet line the inside, fit the windows, and fit all of that back in. That's all the seats and door cards and everything else. Oh, now that's a poignant thing. Now, what I thought about this, because I've always wanted to make a Herbie replica, but I don't have a white car, I don't have a 65 or whichever Herbie is. It's either a 62 or a 65. Dubs, put me right. But what I'm thinking is, instead of the 53 logo about here, I put the CVC roundel on here, because it's round. And instead of a blue, white, and red stripe, we do like variations on our colour, like some greens and some yellows, all the way across the top. And then we put a Combe Valley Campers sticker on the door, rather than the 53. Who knows? Ramblings with John said, did the bus get renamed to Georgia, or are you sticking with Chloe? No. It's going to be Georgia. So I think it was you who gave us that suggestion. So I really appreciate that. Thank you very much. Dub says, putting the hours in tonight then. Yes, we are putting in the hours tonight. It's been a long day. What have we done today? Already today, we went to the local theatre because my daughter had a singing competition. That was between the hours of, you had to be there at 9. So we had to get up this morning like a school morning because we all had to be out of the house by 8:45. So yeah, we were there for 9:15, watched the singing competition. That finished at about midday. Got home at 1, did house stuff. And then my wife and I had a DECA competition this afternoon, and we started our competition at about 3:15. So a DECA competition, if you don't know, it's almost like a CrossFit. And it's 10 stations with runs in between. And my wife and I, for the first time, did it as a team, which was really good fun. So, yeah, that was good. And then did some home stuff, polished the kids' shoes for school in the morning. What else did we do? Watch some stuff my daughter has to research on because she's auditioning for her school play this year, which is Oliver. So we were watching Oliver. And then I had dinner and then head straight here for 8 o'clock. Sorry, Gorgi has said, you missed my earlier question further up. Let's have a look. Hang on. I said about Greenbeard, yeah. Where's your other question? Then you said sparkling water and a spliff. I don't see any others apart from that. No, I don't see any others apart from that, my man. Brian Cox says, hi, I remember what Yoda said. Green, what's wrong with? I don't remember that part of Star Wars, and I'm a bit of a Star Wars nerd. But if I don't get that reference, I am a noob, aren't I? Dub says 1963 on Herbie. Yeah, correct. Taxi driver said it would look good with CVC private plates, or will you keep the originals? I'm going to keep the originals, mainly for this reason. And I hope you can see this. I don't know if it will be. The number plate says bro. How cool is that? In fact, if I spin that round real quick, how good's that? That's why I'm keeping the number plate. And if I want an age-related plate, it cost me a lot of money actually. I have a CVC plate on Dommy's van because it was silly money, as in cheap. And we have a CVC plate on the 2KT5. But I couldn't get one for this. But one of the reasons I bought that car was because of the number plate, because it was broke. So yes, Herbie type replica on this, or at least a reference to Herbie. And then Casper the Friendly Cooking Apple says, why Bruce? What other Bruces do you know that are green? I'll leave that with you. Somebody else put it up further up. Motivate says, I have something like the locate table in the sliding door and notice it's scraping on the rear arch. Am I able to adjust it when it opens so it doesn't scrape on the arch? Yes, Casper, Friendly Cooking Apple, Bruce Banner. There we go. My kids named it Bruce. So the locate table, you may have to, so the door card itself, you may have to just try and find a way to bond it in or attach it in to the inner metal of that door. That's the only thing I can suggest, unless it's a faulty item and it's blown out slightly. So yeah, apologies for that. Apologies. Right, so who wants to see me do some bits and pieces on this? I'm trying to think what I'm going to do first, but I might just get the carpet out, or I might put a window in. Do you want to see me put a window? Oh no, I'm not putting a window in because I've got to do the carpeting first. So, what do you want to see us do on it? I've pretty much cleaned. This is all it's doing today, actually. We're kind of putting the carpet in, and then we're putting it back together. Julian Martin's in and says, evening, Leigh, supping San Miguel tonight. Beard trim? Yes, sir. You noticed. Taking about 30 years off me, isn't it? Right, okay then. Somebody said, the ramblings of John's carpet. Right, so for this, we've got to get some carpet. So we are very fortunate in that. Spin around our carpet rack. So I can get some black off. This is where it happens. So what we're doing first, we're going to be doing the headline first. And I want the grain to be going that way, right? Right, for those of you who have not carpeted before, all carpet has what's known as a nap. A nap is like the natural grain of the fibre when it's made. Like, say you're stroking a dog. You stroke a dog from the head to the bum, the fur goes a certain way. But if you stroke the dog backwards, so to speak, all the hair will set up on it. And this fabric, this carpet, it's got the same deal. So I know I want the headline of carpet to flow back. So I'm going to cut enough. There we go. First bit of black. Taxi driver says we'll be ready for June C&C. Hopefully, it's going to be. Somebody says I've left my mic at the other end of the workshop. Is it still linked into my headphones? I didn't realise. I'm so sorry about that. Must have been linked. I'll tell you what. I'll keep my headphones. I'll keep them on my neck. There you go. Is that any better? I hope that's better. Right. So we've got the carpet. Dub says, been on the carpet in my T4 this week, so it'd be good to see someone else doing it. There we go. Are you going with a burgundy carpet? No, we're going to go with this black stuff right here. So I want to make the inside of this bug really comfy. Where am I going to put this phone? So you can see what I'm doing. This will be interesting. Right, I'm going to bring you down on the rack. Yes, it's stretched carpet, taxi driver. Right, let's see if this can work. Do you know what I'm going to do? Can you still hear me in terms of audio, by the way? Right. You guys okay there, or do you want a closer look? If I put you at the back of the car, you'll be able to see what I'm doing. There you go. How's that? Right, I'll go and get some glue. In fact, I've got some here. Now I need glue, a trim tool, and a fresh blade. That's what I'm going to be using today. There you go. And a nice Stanley blade to do my carpeting. There you go. Pack of blades. Got some glue and a carpet. Now the phone's going to be away. Right, here we go. Oh, Dub says audio much better. That's good. Right. Right, so what I'm going to do is start the carpeting from the front. I'm going to carpet this centre section first, I think. Or shall I do the whole thing the whole way across? Maybe the whole way across. I might have cut off enough. If not, I can always cut a bit more because I'm going to be using lots. Hang on, let me think about this. I might do a bit more carpet, you know. Yeah. I'll use that other bit for something else, for the sides. But if I'm going to be doing the whole thing from front to back, I shall cut off a bit longer piece, I think. Right, let's put you back there a second. It's a right faff, isn't it? There we go. Right, let's go. How have you guys been this week anyway? What have you been up to? Does anyone go camping this weekend? Dub says he was working on his T4, didn't he? Right, so let's put you just there so you can kind of see what I'm doing. Or will it be better in the front? We'll start there, okay? Now, one of the first things I'm going to do is prime the area. So, just going to lay almost like a base layer of glue on. So I've got something to stick to immediately. Again, I can just about see the phone, so if you want to ask any questions, please do. And yes, I know I'm going all over the stickers, but I have tried removing those stickers, and that's very difficult. So there's no chance they're coming off. Not with this layer of glue on anyway. Cool. Gonna get another tin of glue. That one was half empty. Any comments? Ramblings of John says, if it's 12 meters of carpet to do a T6 short wheelbase, what's the estimate for a bug? I don't know, probably 4. There's a lot of glass in a bug. There'll probably be more waste than there is anything else.
I think the biggest panel, I reckon I've just pulled off just over 2 meters there, because I kind of want this carpet to come from the front screen all the way down to potentially even under the back seat. So, but let's get some glue on here to start with. I really need to invest in one of these GoPro head rigs. But it's difficult to do and expensive. To do the rig for a live GoPro feed for your YouTube live or your Twitch or whatever it might be, it's like £600 worth of gear. Hang on, right, what are we doing? Taxi driver says, what's the name of spray glue? Well, this is our testers, because we're just about to release Combe Valley Campers spray adhesive. So this is the Combe Valley Campers spray adhesive, and it will be available on our shop very, very soon. There we go. Right, so I have my carpet here. In fact, let's bring you round to the side door so you can kind of see what I'm doing. If I spin that camera around, no, there you go. I'll keep it like this so I can see me to see what I'm doing. Let's put that there. Is that going to work for you? Right, so I've already sprayed the ceiling. We're going to start about here, look. No, there. There's me pointing at the screen like you can see it. So I'm spraying the carpet now with the same sort of layer that I have on the ceiling. Now, it's probably not the recommended thing to carpet line the inside of your bug. That being said, I don't think I've ever seen it done before. And I don't have the time or money to fit a full headliner. To fit a full headliner professionally, which I can do. Like the headliner's probably a couple of £100. And the time it takes to do it properly is about a day. And I don't have that sort of time. So, here we go. So, I know I want the carpet to come to about here on the A-pillars. So I'm going to make sure I've got enough, which I probably haven't glued enough area, have I, thinking about it? I haven't probably glued enough area. No, let me glue a bit more carpet. Keep picking up half tins, it's going to run away with me. Yeah, that glue's running out. I'm going to have to get another tin. Keep picking up half tins from previous jobs. Right, and here we go. Well, if I know something, it's going to be pretty dark in here. I know that much. It would probably be more beneficial for you guys if I was spraying the inside of a van, wouldn't it? There's not a lot you can see right now. Right, let me go and get some stuff. More glue. Julian Martin says, haven't been able to start anything yet as I need to source some black anodized L-track as my camper van will also need to accommodate my Fireblade. Any contacts? I don't quite know. Send me a link maybe. Shame we can't share sort of images whilst we're chatting like you can on WhatsApp. Right, I'm going to get some more glue. Hang on. I'll be back. It's probably a pretty dull screen there that you're watching right now, isn't it? I do apologise. Right, more glue obtained. Right, so with this glue, it's a contact adhesive, so you have to spray both sides, otherwise it won't stick. So you spray the surface you want to put material on, and you spray the surface, well, then you spray on the material itself. There we go. Right. Keeping it tight and under tension, working from the center outwards. It's kind of difficult to show you because if I brought the camera in, it would be too dark. And out there, you can't really see a lot, but you did ask for me to start carpeting. So, but in a couple of minutes, all will become clear. Alice Clar and all that. Dude, that's going to look great in there. That's going to look so nice. Yeah, the moment I start trimming off some of the excesses, this is going to look lovely. The Ramblings of John, tut tut, no mask, Leigh. That is correct. No mask right this second. It is over there, but if I put a mask on, you won't hear anything I'm going to say. Plus, despite being indoors, this is a very well ventilated area. It's a workshop on a farm at the end of the day. I certainly can't heat this place up. I bought all the team some of those 12-volt Milwaukee heated jackets. In fact, if you listen closely enough, you can probably hear the rain outside. Right, all will become clear in a minute or two. I'll be able to show you what I've been up to. So again, starting from the middle and spreading my way out. And as you've noticed, I'm actually laying the carpet directly onto the sound deadening, because it doesn't really matter. Yes, ply panels are the way you build a camper van, but I'm not building a camper van right now. And if it was a really bad idea, then somebody in the future would have already come back and told me, don't do that, Leigh, because it's a really, really bad idea. Or words to that effect. Right, keep going. Bit more glue. Oh, we're getting there. This is looking good. Nearly at the back window. So once I'm there, I'll move you. And then we can move some of the excess as well, so you'll be able to see what I'm doing. Should I come in? Right. TikTok says, working Sunday night? Yeah, absolutely. We're always working. The Ramblings of John, seen that one. DJ Flex says, lol, hey, I did my headliner the other day. Brilliant. DJ Flex says, do you use Silent Coat or Dodo? Dodo. We only use Dodo. Right, so let's see if we can see this. Nope, you can just see an abyss of black right now. Let me go and get a torch. This is all the interior and old carpet just sitting there. There you go. That torch will have some battery in it. Incorrect. No, it won't. How about this one? There we go. Not really much you can see right now, but that's what we're looking like. If I bring you down here, then maybe, just maybe, you might be able to see a bit more. How's that? I'm going to leave that there. And the moment I start getting a bit more light in here, you might be able to see a bit more. So let me just continue in this back corner. Hopefully you can see me. Hopefully I'm not treading on anything that I'm gonna regret later. Now, this is kind of cool. This is kind of cool. Going to work on the front here now for a second. So I need to, well, that bit's glued. And I need a bit of protector. Let's use this part of beetle interior as a protector so I don't spray outside the car. So if I'm going to, that'll get me right up to the edge. There we go. So I'm going to be bringing the carpet around the front of almost that windscreen panel. Luckily, later down the line, I can cut out the sections that are going to house the sun visors and the reversing camera. And there we go. So I'm using two hands here. I'm using one hand to sort of keep the tension and then the other hand to sort of press round. I need a bit more glue just up on this bit. Motivates us. Can you believe there are no videos out there about how to DIY a halo roof? Yeah, I can believe that. Do you know why? It's because they're a bloody nightmare to fit. They're a bloody nightmare. They're a real pain. Put it this way, it takes two guys about a day if you want to do it nice, that's for sure. Right, hang on. So I'm just getting my hand in. I'm just thumbing it in, basically. If you've watched my carpeting videos, you know what I'm talking about. Just thumbing it in at the minute, making sure there's no creases. There we go. It's going to look kind of nice. It's going to look pretty nice. Right, let me go and get that blade. I'll cut out some window apertures, and then you might be able to see what we're actually doing. Well, basically, we're making this into a sports car, right? All black. All sports cars have a black interior, don't they? There we go. Right. I need enough for that A-pillar right there, so that's what that bit will be. This little bit hanging down. Dub says Combe LED for a halo. Yeah, we're using Combe LED on a car that we've got, a van that we've got coming in, because they want it a bit special. So we're going to be using Combe LEDs. Motivate says, I only asked because I'm a music junkie and I think 6x9 speakers in the back roof would be epic. But if you have a look at Transporter HQ, they actually do some 6x9 holders for the back, or at least 15-inch, 16-inch speakers. They're like fiberglass pods. And they do those for the back of a T5, T6. And they're cool. We fit a couple of sets of those. But basically, they're like 3D printed parts. It's really quite cool. Dub says, Cob LED, good for a halo. Yeah. Goggy says, a halo roof, not worth it. Dub says, I got a halo with fibre optic on the outside ring. Took ages, but well worth the time. Yeah, they do take ages. Here we go. Look, we've got some headliner on the A-pillar now. That looks kind of sick, like that. Right, we'll try and get you in here to take a look. I don't know how well you're going to see. Let's get that torch again. So that's what it looks like round the front of the van. And then going down that A-pillar there. Again, we've got lots of trimming to do. I think it's going to look all right. Right, I'm going to bring you in. The lights in the workshop are really playing havoc, aren't they? They're properly bright. So I'm going to start working about here. Okay. Put this spare carpet in the back. So yeah, this is going to be black carpet on the roof and the sides, where you'd normally find stuff like the headliner. And I was thinking like a beige colour to keep it light in here, but again, with so much glass on the inside of this thing, it's never going to be dark. Now to put a bit on the carpet. Make sure it conforms to all the corners. Make sure it's got a nice stretch to it. Where's the A-pillar? There you go. Getting in there in the edges. Yeah, making sure it's stretched and nice in there. Where'd I put my trim tool? Don't have my trim tool, so I'm going to use the back edge of my scissors. There you go. Nice. Get my blade. Nice. Oh, that's going to look wicked. It's going to look killer in there, isn't it? Oh, yeah. Motivates. Sorry, Dub says, only got a sub in the back as it's hard to stage the sound from a 6x9 in the back. Went for a 3-way at the front. All depends where you're going to listen to your music the most. Yeah, absolutely. So if I bring you in here now, let's see if we can do this. Can we position you in here? Oh, it's properly dark. Well, I think we can get away with that. Right, let's put that blade there. We're going to do a bit more carpeting at the back here. And then hopefully, very quickly, we can get some light in Just realised something I forgot to do. I forgot to remove my seat belts. But saying that, I know where I'm getting the carpet to here. And I'm going to cut this piece of carpet just short of a roof line. And then the seam will be almost invisible. Right, there we go. This is going to look lovely. Whether it's suited to a 1972 Beetle or not, I don't know. I'm sure there'll be some hate. See if I can get a bit of light in here. Hang on. Is that a bit better? No. But we are close. So stretching the carpet, making sure there's no wrinkles. Again, can you see? There we go. We're up here. Making sure it conforms to all the shapes. I'm going to need a bit more glue up there, aren't I? Ugh. There you go. Lovely. Well, I'm glad I'm not working on this outside because it is awful out there today. Right. Getting right in there. Another good thing to push some carpet in the edge is actually a tin of glue. That's a really good edging tool. And that is basically where I'm going to trim that carpet, is against that edge there actually. So let's just carry on down this bit. Yes. That's looking nice. Nice, nice, nice. Where's that blade gone? I'm going to trim that right in that edge there. Getting a bit more light in the situation, aren't we? Just a quick question whilst we're here, because I know we're at like 54 minutes. Do you like a Sunday afternoon? Would you prefer a Friday afternoon? Do you want to do a Saturday afternoon or evening? When's more suitable for you guys? I've always thought Sunday worked because, you know, we're chilling, maybe the kids are in bed, you're just on your wind down. It's nice to hang out with your mates when you've done everything else for the week, right? Or you've got, I know a friend of mine, he watches us when he's doing his books on a Sunday. Shout out to Sam Brown, my electrician, if he's watching. So what do you reckon? A Saturday, Sunday? I kind of like a Sunday personally, but if you want it changed, maybe we can do a poll or something. What do you think? Goggy says Sundays are the best. Taxi driver says Sunday works for me and the cat. James says Sunday is best. Motivate says Friday, Saturday, Sunday always busy, unfortunately. Yeah, same pretty much. But Sunday normally is watching what she's doing on, or watching what she wants to watch on the telly. Kids are in bed and sorted. And I like to hang out with you guys. I'm probably going to be in the garage otherwise. So I might as well do that with you guys. It's fun, isn't it? Right, I'm going to put a bit more glue around that back frame from the other side. So bear with us 1 second, and I'll be back. Right, we're back. Sorry, you're just looking at a black screen there, but we are here. We're back. Right, I'm now just tucking this up into that rear window aperture, because the moment we've done that, we can actually start chopping it out, and get some light into it. It's that tin of glue. We said that was a good edging earlier, didn't we? There we go. We can do the same here. Get that edged up nicely. Where's my thing? Where's my thing gone? There. Sorry, let me spin you around. I'm working on this side at the minute. Julian says, Sunday good for me and the wife. I'm in here and she's watching telly that I wouldn't watch with her. Yeah, absolutely. Goggy, you've got a dirty mind. But I know exactly what you're talking about. I just didn't pick up on it before. There you go. Right, tucking that right up in there. Using the glue tin. I'm going to pull down this corner. Oh, this is going to work out nice. Right, we are nearly there, I think. Has that got enough glue on it? Get myself in all the precarious positions today. Right, just doing the lower edge of the window. Need another tin. I know we've gone over our hour in about 15 seconds, but I think you guys want to stick around as well, right, until we see this finished. Well, at least this top bit, right? That's some smelly stuff. Right, now this is going to be slightly different or difficult because I've got to keep tension on it on like 5 sides right now. So this bit's not going to be easy. Oh no, hang on. Might not be as bad as I thought. Right, do that bit. Now I'm going to do this side and then I'm going to work my way to the middle. Where are we? What I want to be able to do is finish this back window and then cut it out in one foul swoop, because I think it would be really satisfying. Not only to watch, but to do. It's not the easiest shape I've ever carpeted, let's put it that way. It's definitely the first time carpet lining a beetle. That is for sure. Right, so that, I know it's difficult for you to see, but that, there we go. Can I stick that on there somewhere? Stay. Right, so that is the back window area carpeted. Now, ignore all of this because that'll all get stretched out. But that, see that tension there? That's like a drum. In fact, if I flip you around, that'd be easier. So that's all tensioned. Ignore the wrinkled bit, that'll all come out in the wash. But if I put you back in the frame and then from the outside, I'm going to cut the window hole. So let's get you in and centered up about here with a torch. About there, how's that? Ta-da! I'm going to get my knife. Oh no, hang on. I've got to sort this area first. Hold my horses, Leigh. Hold my horses. That bit needs a bit of glue. Come on. Sorry, I know I'm quiet. I'm concentrating right now. Gosh, it's blowing an absolute gale outside. It really is. This is a very tricky shape to carpet. My gosh. Right, I think though we are there. Right, find that blade. We'll just grab another one. Gonna have blades everywhere, aren't I? That's that bit. Cut that down a bit. Right. So I'll leave that like that. I'll do the same on the other side. Whoa. Right, where are you? Hang on. Does the new glue remover solvent work better than brake cleaner? I recently saw in a post this Goggy. Yes, it does, actually. Julia Martin says, think you missed my question on stretch carpet. Is it thick enough to stretch but not show through what it's covering? I.e., is it covering the silver of the lining you're gluing it to? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so I'm sure if you were to hold this up, stretch it to its maximum and hold it up to the sun, you'd see some light emitting through it. But in terms of colour, yeah, I could stretch it out all over this lime green paint and you wouldn't see anything. Right, I'm going to cut about here, then cut up to this edge here. Then we've got some windows coming through, look. Can you see that? Yeah. So the reason I'm cutting at this point is because I need a line to carpet 2, and then I need to do my drop. So my drop is going to start here. I'll actually glue here so the drop stays sort of level, and then I'll glue up to this point and then blend it in. But that's that bit. Right, I'm going to keep you hanging for the back window bit because I'm going to do just the firewall bit first. Gonna leave you hanging. I need a full tin of glue there. So you're just gonna have to stare at me back for a little bit. 1 second. Because I can't leave that like that for the full reveal, can I? That's gonna look like crap. There we go. Right. And what's nice is it keeps all of the grain still. So what I'm now is just pulling out the lining, the carpet lining, to get the creases out. Because we don't want any creases. There we go. It's looking kind of cool. Right, well there you go. That's down to that bit. We'll just glue this bottom bit. Somebody says, the ramblings of John saying, thumb it in, Leigh. Yeah, absolutely. You've seen my video. You know what's going on. Tell you what though, if I had made a genuine thumbing it in video, I wouldn't be doing this anymore. That's for sure. Working on a Sunday night. Right, there you go. Last bit. I don't need some backing music, no. Is anybody still watching anyway? There's still 20 of you. Thank you for hanging around. Right, I'm going to leave that because I know you want to get on and I want to get on, and I'll sort that out. I've done the middle section look, so it doesn't look so bad, but I think we all want to see the big reveal of the window coming out, don't we? Ta-da! Right, blade there. I'm going to do this from the outside, so let me set you up properly. Get you centered. There you go. Right, where are we? Taxi driver says, what do you do with the offcuts? Bin them. I mean, we do save some bits because they make really good table coverings, but all the scrappy bits, yeah. Right. Ready. Ta-da! And there we go. And now all the lights washed out. It's a boy. Yeah. Right. There we go. Yes, one piece of carpet, no joins. That's obviously the area we need to perfect. But yeah, check it out. Very happy with it. It's going to be nice and dark in there. It certainly looks better than what was there before, eh? Carpet, the amazing coverall. I really like it. Just going to tidy up these sections down here. It should be good. Right, well, that is an hour and a quarter. Jeez Louise. Right, let me get the tripod out. Let me say goodbye. Finish our beers together. Wherever I put mine. Did I take it with me to the carpeting area? Julian Martin. Another entertaining watch with questions answered. Cheers, Leigh. Go and have a beer or 6 with Dom. I'm staying here, man. We're at the workshop. No, Goggy, it's not so bad if you don't do it in one piece. However, I can be a bit lazy sometimes, so if I can get away with not sticking more than one carpet on. There you go. There you go. That already looks great in there, doesn't it? Where is it? Where's my hand there? Ta-da! Right, let me just go get my beer. There we go. Headliner and a bug. Who knew that would be happening today? Taxi driver says, how do you hide joins? You literally butt the pieces up together, much like carpeting on the floor, I guess. Yeah, butt them up dead close, get the grain the same, and then if there's any excess glue, then you just rub it with the glue remover. Which I don't have on me right now, otherwise I'd show you. Nope, don't have it on it right now. Julia Martin says, is it staying matte green? Yeah, I quite like it. It's how I bought it, and I really can't be bothered to do a colour change. So if you missed it earlier, that's what we repainted it in over the weekend, which is graffiti paint. This is what was in the glove box. So I went on the internet, found the matching colour, which is Irish green. And that took 4 tins. Just a little light dusting. That was it. So, yeah. There we go. Taxi driver says, what a difference an hour makes. Yeah, absolutely. Right. Any other comments that I might have missed? Dub says, nice job. Taxi driver says, brill. Ramblings of John says, it's a boy. Ramblings of John says, I wasn't sure the black would work, but it does. Dub says, offcuts make good coffee coasters. Nice, yeah. Brilliant. Well, there we go. Gentlemen, ladies, people, humans, thank you very much for sticking around. There's 20 of you left in. Wasn't as busy as last week, but you can't always expect it to be super busy, can you? But no, I am super happy with that. So once again, everybody, thank you so much for joining me. I really enjoy hanging out with you guys on a Sunday, like I said. And yeah, let's do this again sometime, shall we? Have a great week, everybody. Once again, if you are watching still and you want to give us a thumbs up, double tap that screen. It will give you a thumbs up. Really appreciate it. Thanks again. Catch you later. Bye.